If I had to choose, would I choose heaven or Las Vegas? No disrespect to the Cocteau Twins. I guess I would choose heaven because I don't like Las Vegas, really. Even, you might say, but NL, you idiot. That would mean that you're dead. Well, that's true, but I would be in heaven, which is like supposed to be better than Earth forever. It's like my daughter, she's going through a very macabre phase. She's going through a Tim Burton phase. Sometimes she'll poke me and say, Daddy, now you're dead. And I say, I'm dead. And then she says, yeah, you're dead for 100 years. And at first you're like, oh no, I'm dead. But then you're like, wait a minute, this is like the best possible outcome. Being dead for 100 years means I'm coming back. That would be only the second time that's ever happened in history. Now, I would rather just live out my days in the current generation that I'm already a part of. I know the societal norms. I know when I go to a restaurant, I know if it's the kind of place where you order on the left and then pay on the right, or order on the right and pay on the left. I know if it's the sort of place where when you're done with the meal, you wait for the server to come with the bill and then you put your credit card on top of the bill, or if it's the kind of place where you just walk up to the front and then they just have your bill for you and you pay it there. So I wouldn't want to go through all the rigmarole of learning how to do that in 21, 24. But in all, if you compare it to the counterfactual, which is being dead forever, being dead for 100 years maybe is like, it's not the absolute worst. Okay. Pokedoku. Dragon water. Gyarados is flying water. Even though he's clearly a dragon. Dragon water is a gimme. It's Dratini. It's Dragonair. Okay, cool. Ground water. We've done this many times. We now know it's Swampert. Even though bro has Rock Slide, which shouldn't be a ground move. Rocks are part of the ground? Okay, tell that to Geodude. Psychic ground? I could not tell you. Psychic dragon? Easy. Cresselia. Tell me that's not a dragon. Guaranteed. Every chat comment, that's not a dragon. Okay, Mega Evolved is simple. Blastoise Mega. That's a freebie. I could have gone Swampert Mega. Psychic Mega. Alakazam Mega. Benny Safdie voice until a Pokemon gets more spoons. Sinnoh Mega. Now, I'm letting... Spoiler warning. I'm covering my chat for 10 seconds until all the previous spoilers go away. Please flood the chat with what color the game is that has Sinnoh. In 3, 2, 1. Gen 4, which is Diamond and Pearl. Okay, I'm cooked. Thank you. I appreciate the information. I don't know what to do with it, but I do appreciate the information. Water Dragon. Gyarados. I know it's not Gyarados. How cooked do you have to be for a guaranteed wrong answer to be your best bet? Maybe Gyarados Mega gets Dragon type. I'm gonna lose it. Never go against the family, Gyarados. Water Dragon. Water Dragon. Water. And it's not Dratini, the other dragon that's obviously in the water. Dragon. Regidragon. Wait, whoa. Ground Psychic. Regibrain. Giratina does look to be a dragon. I don't know what type, though. It certainly does not look water-esque. You know what? It could be from Sinnoh. Giratina. I guess altered? Yes! Oh, Giratina Mega? Okay, we tried. I don't know what else is in this generation, to be honest with you. I got one guess. Psychic Dragon. Xatu. Xana. This is a purple flying creature. This might be a dragon. Okay, what the heck is Garganackle? Is it literally salt? Are you telling me this is a block of salt? Garganackle? They have lost their mind. They're literally just, they're putting molecules as Pokemon now. He's a salt type. How do you say this? It's Garganackle? Kartana's kind of sick, though. Origami so sharp it can bisect you. Garganackle. Listen. No, I was going to take this because Purple Dragon might be psychic, but Naga means like poison. I've played Dota. This is like it's a flying snake or something. It's psychic. They're always called Psy. Wait, dragon water. Psychic ground, psychic water. Psychic water is, you can go slow, bro, on that one, but they're never going to meet. They're parallel lines. I mean, psychic ground is crazy. There's no shot. Water dragon should be easy. I can't find it out. What if it was like Seadra or Kingler? What if not Kingler. Kingdra. What if Kingdra it looks like a creature that could do some, or you know what? I'm doing psychic again when I should be doing dragon. I think a seahorse is kind of like a dragon. What? Literally all I thought of in my... This is why I'm... Pokedoku is making me mentally ill. Because I'm starting to vibe out on these and actually figure them out. Oh, Kingdra is dragon ice. Sincerely, it's ice? It lives in the water, bro. Obviously, the Pokemon called Dragon that lives in the water is not Dragon Water. That's ridiculous. It's a Dragon monotype. The seahorse that lives in the water is Dragon. Why is this a dragon? It doesn't even make any sense. But it does make sense, and that's the scary part. I got 5 points. Is that good? We're never going to get Claydol. I know Baltoy. I guess there's only 2 because they like sum to be 100%. Latios! Who didn't I? Corpse Slime, by the way. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. No, I know I got it right. I'm just like, the logic makes no sense to me. I said Cresselia. Oh, Cresselia and Latios. It's just another Pokemon that looks like a plane. Goodbye. Okay, we got this one though. If I knew that, what's his name? Gruul? If I knew that Ghibli was from this era, I could have gotten Garchomp Mega for sure. Literally turned him into like a Natural Selection 2 character. The logic is that it's a water type. You were saying ice for some reason? Yeah, because somebody in chat said Kingdra was Psychic Ice, which I was riffing on, because I was like, it's just another thing in Pokemon that makes sense. The Pokemon that lives in water is not a water type, but apparently he is a water type. But he's also not a freaking dragon, and he's a dragon type. So all the thing is, you're wrong, and I'm wrong, and Game Freak is wrong. It's the English language. You know, there's no rules. You can do anything. You can fly. All you have to do is memorize them all. The secret is you have to memorize them all. He's a sea dragon? No, he's not. He's a seahorse. Don't be ridiculous. So my parents, out of the Reader's Digest, send $20 in the mail. 6 weeks later, they're like, check it out, kid. Sea monkeys. Pour some water on top of them. It's like dehydrated kelp. There's nothing. They're not swinging on monkey bars. They're not peeling bananas. They're not picking fleas out of each other's fur. They're just kind of like floating based on the turbidity of the liquid molecules. Is Gabite a dark type? Yes, because he can learn Bite. Garchomp is one of the highest DPS dark Pokemon in the game. Nope. All right. Don't make me open up my phone. He's a ground dragon? I know this movie, bro. I know Framed. I'm the greatest Framed player of all time. By the way, here's one for the librarian. This is Burn After Reading. I just want to say before we get into it, I'd recognize this house anywhere. And I'd also recognize that that's John Malkovich. John Malkovich, after the first scene in the movie, comes in through his door and he checks his answering machine right here and he pours himself like a vodka tonic or something like that. Anyway, I saw this in theaters, not trying to flex. On TikTok, We posted the TikTok of me complaining about people saying that they get spoiled on movies, even if the movies are 40 years old, and me saying, no, bro, haha, you're in danger of thinking that movies are just plot synopses that happen on Wikipedia where the character goes from A to B to C. You're in danger of not appreciating that movies are their own art form that can emotionally move you throughout the film rather than just as a sum of its parts. Lego Triller Moth responded and said, NL, please help us save cinema. I said, relax, I'll handle it. Michael Mann, The Insider, 1999. Then Lego Triller Moth on Twitter said, we're so back, screen capped it and tweeted it. We're getting cross-pollination between film bros and gamer bros and shit posters and I Am the Angry Pumpkin and Michael Mann heads. We're building a team, bro. The portals are opening up. Anthony Mackie is saying, on your left. Anyway, everyone knows already, Burn After Reading's very good. I like movies. There is a sense of purpose. The director and the cinematographer arrive calmly from their guild with a sense of purpose. Following his run in the USFL, Herschel Walker joined this current-day NFC East team, where he would form a backfield duo with former Heisman winner Tony Dorsett. Herschel Walker used to play for the Cowboys. It must be true because he then ran for the House of Representatives in Texas. It's the only thing that makes sense. Like that's context. You don't need to know football. You need to know politics for that. Nick Young and Andre Blatch were two of the leading scorers on this 2011 Eastern Conference team that only won 23 games. 2011 basketball team that's not very good, Washington Wizards. That's my Washington Wizards fixation is paying dividends. Whenever they ask a question and it's like, a basketball team in, it's the Dr. Manhattan meme, right? It is 1999. The worst team in the East has 28 wins. It's the Washington Wizards. It's 2008. The worst team in the East has 33 wins. It's the Washington Wizards. It's 2020. Okay, now the Pistons do exist, I'll admit. But they're coming back, right? At one point, the #1 ranked golfer in the world, this German golfer is a 2X major winner, having taken home the 2010 PGA Championship and the 2014 US Open. Who is John Ram, who I think is from Spain. I actually have no concept of who this could be. If it's not Mike Weir or Tiger Woods or Rory McIlroy, I have no idea. Or Jack Nicklaus. Does anybody even know who it is? Oh, Jorgen Golfenschmerz. I always forget about Jorgen Golfenschmerz. Speaking of Germany, did you see the post that was like, hey, gamers, before you complain about DLC, take a look at the state of industrial software? And it was someone using an industrial machine that I'm not qualified to know what it is. And it said, we have detected that you have inserted 4 extra megabytes of RAM into the machine. Our records indicate that you have only paid for 4 megabytes of RAM. Please contact us immediately. Oh, brother. It's a hydraulic pump? Oh, no. What are we doing, man? You can't put more RAM in the machine, even though the machine has spots for more RAM. You got to call the company and say, hey, I bought more RAM. And they're going to be like, you know, that's going to be like another $5,000 a month or something like that. That's crazy, man. First introduced in 1994, the Odyssey, the Honda Odyssey. I was thinking about this when I was driving to Costco yesterday. And, you know, you start at your house, and then you get on the road, and then you get on the highway, and then you get off the highway onto a road, and then you're like basically in line to get in the parking lot. There were like 7 Toyota Siennas in front of me, which is like the Toyota Odyssey, essentially. And I wanted to just be like, boys, 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 one of us is going to have to change. We can't all drive the Toyota Sienna to Costco on the same day. It's cringe. Can we mix it up a little bit? but we can. So I feel like this is like Lana Del Rey and Carson Daly. But I'm getting freaked out because, like, Carson, no disrespect to him, but Carson Daly has not looked this young for quite some time. Are you Robin Thicke? I'm going to lose this one. I can tell you that immediately. I don't even know if this is Lana Del Rey. I'm trying to isolate the face. Almost looks more like a professional athlete's face. Right? Almost this little soul patch part here and the mustache has got me thinking that this might be Robin Thicke. But they look like a younger version of Robin Thicke. I'm going to lose this. I think I might even get 0. Lana Del Rey, Robin Thicke. No, no hope. Anybody know what's up there? I think it's Ana de Armas and Carson Daly. I could see Ana de Armas for sure. Maybe Carson Daly. Maybe should have gone with my heart. What fast food chain sold a failed version of bone-in wings dubbed Mighty Wings in 1990 to 2003, 2013, and 2016? KFC. They sell chicken. They probably got the wings in-house. I have no idea. They really tried that for like 15 years. I don't know it. It's Burger King? The world still isn't ready? How do you mess up bone-in wings? Well, I just feel like if I'm at a sit-down, like, sports bar type restaurant, sure, I'll take some wings. But, like, if I'm at a fast food restaurant, I'm not buying chicken wings. I just feel like I'm getting way too messy for a fast meal at, like, a Burger King. Just give me something that I can eat that's wrapped in paper so I can throw out the paper afterwards. I'm not getting my fingers all covered in sauce for like Burger King microwave chicken wings. Like, that's crazy. Flava Flav's dating show. That's called Flava of Love. Maybe it's called Flavor of Love. Flavor of Love. Missed opportunity on VH1's part. Is this a show where the one lady crapped herself? Yes, I thought so. Amelia Jones plays a teenager who attempts to help her deaf family's struggling fishing business while pursuing her own aspirations of being a singer in this 2022 Oscars Best Picture winner. The Sound of Metal. Wrong. Coda! Dakota! I didn't know movies until earlier this year. Along with a unique music video, this is Aha, Take On Me, come on. No, I will not be double dipping. My score was 5, highest score today 180. Okay, Dart Lord. Average score 4.3. Celebrity mashup 4%. Vindicated, like that was a tough celebrity mashup. Ana de Armas and Carson Daly. Okay. Could have, I mean, originally I was thinking Carson Daly, but it's just, to me, this, maybe he's had some work done, no disrespect, but it seems like an older picture of Carson Daly, because the dude he's got to be like 57 years old or something now. Ana de Armas, that's just a blind spot for me. Stop saying her name like that. Okay, Ana de Armas. Still wrong? You just can't win, right? If I try to put some sauce on it, people are like, why are you putting sauce on it? Just pronounce it like a Canadian. And then I'm like, Ana de Armas? People are like, no, that's not how you say it either. You're turning me into like a version of myself ordering Mexican food in a restaurant. Hey, can I take your order? Yeah, sure. I would love to have the tacos carnitas, please. They're like, why are you putting so much sauce on it? And I'm like, you're the one with the ladle, bro. I'm just trying to get some damn tortillas here. Will you do food Wordle today? Yes, absolutely. Say fajita? Fajita. Better than the I'll have the kick-ass Nacho Mama's nachos, please. I really don't like that. All restaurants should look to Carolus Linnaeus for inspiration. Like, I feel like maybe Italian restaurants are like the perfect model. Almost every dish is just, here's a description of the ingredients. It's like noodle name plus sauce name. I'll have the spaghetti pescatore, please. I'll have the linguine puttanesca. I'll have the tortellini quattro formaggio, you know? Then you go to like a North American restaurant and it's like Bob's Kickin' House Burger with bitchin' sauce. And you're like, I'm 35 years old. I'm a serious guy. I have serious things going on in my life. You're going to make me feel like I'm 6 years old? Bob's Shit Your Pants Peanut Butter Buddy Burger dipped in donkey sauce? We're making connections today. Okay, people? We're making connections. Clue. Frown. Whine. Things a dog does. Whine, bark, growl. And root. Isn't that when they dig around? Or howl? That's probably a good one. Sounds a dog makes. Dog sounds. Brian Wilson's like, hey, say that again? No. Cut the dog. It just sounds better. Chicken wing. So true. Mellow. Font. Root, font, cradle, and source. What is the origin point of something? The birthplace of something. The SAT understander has logged on? A branch, a wing. These are a chapter. These are like instances of an organization. Clue, mellow, frown, preen. Illuke. These are Chatter's names anagrams. Low, Lu, Row. Preen. Clue. Mellow. Things you can turn upside down. I have no idea. Colors with their first letter changed. Pretty good. Pretty good, Fokker. Pretty good. The Winter Soldier's trigger words to turn him into a sleeper agent. That was good, though. Good connections. I'm proud of myself. Oh, the connecting cradle, font, root, and source was kind of, even for me, I'm like, that was kind of nutty. Just got to say thank you to the cerebellum on that one. Awards season controversy. No. We'll be starting here. Kudrow of Friends. Lisa. Coke for a rum and coke. Mixer. Future oak tree. Acorn. What does deca mean? 10. Piece of the pie. Slice. Nixon. User friendly. Snub. They should make like a mega version of this. The mini's too easy sometimes. Snub. You know, I was going to say flub. That would have screwed this whole thing up. Now, I was just there yesterday. But I have to tell you, I did not buy this. Maybe I should. This is Champignon Cambozola, imported from Germany. It's French for mushroom, Italian for some kind of cheese, imported from Germany. The EU stays winning. Some kind of marzipan triangle. Soft ripened triple cream cheese with no, this is how you know it's European. There's no sizes indicated anywhere. And if you asked, they would say, use your eyes. And I would say, you know what? Fair point. I'm going to say, I mean, cheese is not cheap. I'm going to start the bidding at $12.99, and it's kind of just a shot in the dark, to be honest. $9.99. It's kind of tough. Could I get like a maybe you could put like a banana on the screen for scale or something, so that I could know roughly how large this is? But okay, $8.99. That's very cheap. That's very cheap. Permission to swag out? Granted, granted. Blanket permission to swag. I always appreciate the ask, though. Like, as a parent, I'm like, a lot of parents are like, I don't want my kids to swag. If my kids want to swag out, then they're going to have to do what I did. They're going to have to sneak out of their house and swag out, you know, under the cover of darkness. I want them to have a safe place to swag out and swag up. That's why I say you can come to me, you can talk to me about anything. I know you think your dad's not cool. I know you think he doesn't know what it's like to swag up. I've been swagged since the day I was born, honestly. I might have even been swagged since conception. So you can talk to me about anything. I want you to have a safe environment to get swaggy. Hang on. Speaking of which, ain't nothing swaggier than this big blue marble right here. Am I right, people? Liberia. Not even close. Tell you what. Taiwan. Taiwan is warmer. I would hope so. It's borderline tropical. How about Singapore? Cooler. I find that hard to believe. How about South Korea? It's warmer still. No, not warmer still. Okay, how about Laos? It's cooler in South Korea. How about Mongolia? It's cooler still. How about Nepal? That's cooler still, Lance. It's cooler still. China's warmer. Not warmer than Taiwan, though. Is it just Indonesia? Am I a fool? It's warmer still. Is it Australia? That's cooler. Is it Papua New Guinea? That's warmer. Is it Malaysia? That's cooler. Is it, no, hang on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Brunei? Is it, it takes me a minute. I got to go. Oh, no, it's not Brunei. Okay, it's not Brunei. It must be the Philippines. It's warmer. Okay. Thailand. That's cooler. Really? It's close to Indonesia and the Philippines. Is it Micronesia? Is it Saipan? Did you mean Taiwan? Is it Macau? Is Macau just China? Guys, I'm cooked. I mean, I know this is Vietnam, but it doesn't seem like it's Vietnam. I'm just going to type it. Like, I know it's not going to be it, but like, what on earth are we missing, bro? Can I have some help? East Timor. It's warmer. Palau. Palau. That's a tough one. Honestly, if you had asked me where Palau was, first off, I'm just going to be honest. I didn't even really know what's going on up here. I would have said Palau is like around here somewhere. But you know what? We've learned something. I'll probably forget it, but if it gets reinforced through another game, maybe I'll remember it. Palau. Palau. I thought that was Palau was one of those like Vanuatu, Tuvalu, Fiji sort of joints. My mistake. Yes! Don't fuck this up, bro. This is obviously Norway. Yes! I was so close to guessing Sweden, okay? Because I feel like you always see them together. Norway is never at the function by itself. It always brings its underling. Thanks for guessing right. Norway, one of the easiest countries to remember because, especially with Sweden, it just makes a large flaccid penis and balls. Any country that makes a shape like an object that's commonly seen in the real world is easy to remember the shape of. For example, Norway, flaccid penis. Italy, shaped like a boot. Ohio, shaped like a buckeye. It's that easy. Canada, shaped like Canada. Wisconsin shaped like a glove? I could see that. Did you see the tweet that was Joe Biden photoshopped on Buzz Lightyear's head? Flying Woody in the Andy's car at the end of Toy Story 1. And Woody says, Joe, we're going to miss Michigan. And then Joe Biden says, listen, Jack, we're not aiming for Michigan. That one got me laughing earlier today. You got to be pretty online to understand it, I think, but... I did not. How many cubes are on the truck? Listen. You know where I come down in the ambiguous logic puzzles posted for social media, witty repartee. There's not 51 cubes on the truck. There's an indeterminate amount of cubes on the truck. The only way to know how many cubes are on the truck is to be in the physical space with the truck and count the cubes. You can make assumptions that the truck has a certain amount of cubes, but you can't definitively say. That's all I'm saying. But I also have insane takes. Like me as a kid, if the pattern, you get those questions that are like, hey, what's the pattern? 1, 3, 5, 7, blank. Me as a kid, when I was dumb, 9. Me as an adult, it's impossible to know, bro. Because maybe it goes up by 2, 4 times in a row, and then it gets multiplied by 17. And maybe that's the pattern. There's no way for me to know, until I've seen the entire contents of the set, there's no way for me to know the rules of the set, bro. This is an inherently fallacious question. And then the job interviewer is like, fine, we'll call you. May 30th, 2003. It's my second semester of 9th grade. Walt Disney has just come out with a movie by the name of Finding Nemo. Universal has a movie in theaters. It's its second week, and it opened, well, it probably opened to like 60 mil. No, well, I don't know, maybe like 80 mil. That's kind of crazy. Starring Jim Carrey in 2003. Always thought of Bruce Almighty as a 2002 joint, but maybe I'm mistaken. It's a big lad right there. Paramount Pictures opened to 19 milli, starring Mark Wahlberg in 2003. So Three Kings was like 2001. Mark Wahlberg said, no, I'm not about that life. Let's come back to that. I think I need a hint. Warner Brothers, third week, 232 million. Pre-Batman Begins, pre-Superman Returns, post-Daredevil, starring Keanu Reeves. Okay, this is going to be The Matrix 2. This is The Matrix Reloaded. Free your mind. Sony Pictures, week 4. It's not Spider-Man came out 02. Spider-Man 2 came out 04. And it would have crushed this at the multiplex. The genre is a family comedy starring Eddie Murphy from 2003. It made 80 million, so it's not Pluto Nash. So you got to be feeling like this is Daddy Daycare. Okay. I feel like the green text of like the guy who's guessing the left Twix and the right Twix. Mark Wahlberg, tagline, get in, get out, get even. This is pre-Four Brothers. I need more. Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron. Directed by F. Gary Gray. It is Four Brothers? Give me it all. Charlie Croker pulled off the crime of a lifetime, but then he got double-crossed. Along with the drop-dead gorgeous safecracker, Croker and his team take off to Oh, it's the Italian bird! Not getting the most famous movie except for Finding Nemo out of these is kind of embarrassing. I forgot that Mark Wahlberg was like he's the lead in that movie. This movie was so big, Canada's Wonderland made an Italian Job ride. No shot? I'm serious. It was called like the Italian Job Mini Cooper Chase or something like that. I mean, they also made a ride based on the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie, so, you know. So did Kings Island, Ohio. Canada's Wonderland probably... They probably did the pilot project in Ohio, then they sent like a lesser version to Canada's Wonderland. Cars were big at this point in time. I mean, the Mini Cooper went crazy. I still kind of blame this movie for the Mini Cooper, like, being back in society. It doesn't really, like, I don't hold a grudge against the automotive manufacturer, but it does seem like, you know, at least part of this is Vancouver, I'll admit, but it seems like people who drive Mini Coopers are like the kinds of people who, like, are like, I'm not sure if I can go down this street. There's cars parked on both sides. I'm not sure if my car will fit. And I'm like, you have the smallest car that's ever been made and sold in North America. It'll fit. You know, there's a Dodge Ram 1500 parked on the side of the street. Like, it'll fit. Can you please go so I can stop blocking the intersection for the cars that are going to just crash into me and kill me? What about smart cars? Nobody here is driving a smart car, bro, unless they won it from a slot machine in like 2008, okay? It's Mini Cooper, Countryman, and Fiat 500s. That's it. This is the #1 choice of people who accidentally drive their car onto the seawall. 100% true. I'm a little embarrassed by my my box office game today, but it is what it is. You seen the original Italian Job? No, nor the sequel, or the remake, I should say. But I do know you were always supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Can we maybe like a little quality of life here? Cars There's no cars. Dwayne Johnson, Gridiron Gang. Monsters Incorporated. Maybe Machine Laughter. This is Monsters, Inc. Machine Laughter. But first, let me get... Gridiron's going to go here. Mystery Screams. We'll figure something out there. Amateur Superheroes. Gun. Ben Stiller. Okay, Gridiron Gang. Monsters, Inc. Machine Screams is the answer. Mystery Men, Amateur Superheroes. Screams is going here. I'm just thinking, how do we get Ben Stiller where I want him to go? Unless this is the connector. Gang of Mystery Men with the machine. And everyone who saw the movie laughed. Even if they only saw it. You know what's crazy to think? All-Star, and I can't look at chat for validation here, but All-Star by Smash Mouth actually had a stranglehold on the world when I was like 13, 14 years old. Everyone associates it with being from Shrek, but the music video originally was for Mystery Men, the Ben Stiller, because at the start of the movie, they're auditioning the fake superheroes, and, you know, Dane Cook, before he was famous, comes out with the waffle iron. He's like, I am the waffler, and like sizzles his face. And then also, Shrek and Mystery Men, it's featured very prominently in the climax / conclusion of Rat Race. Like, those movies all came out within like 11 months of one another. And that was like the song from all three movies. Like, they were triple dipping. And no one's ever done it like that since, okay? It's not like My Heart Will Go On was in Titanic and then they were like, guess what? It's also the main set piece in The Man in the Iron Mask. It's not like they had Chad Kroeger and Josie Scott do Hero for Spider-Man 1, and they're like, guess what? Daredevil just dropped. And then they were like, oh, and in the fight scene in Attack of the Clones, here's Chad Kroeger again. You got to put some respect on the best to ever do it, okay? So we know it's going to be like this, and then this, and then, okay. The connection is all sideways. Maybe it's, I don't know, Preacher, Gun. We know that this is good, this is good. These have to swap, and then we find the connector. Machine, Preacher, Gerard Butler, Gun? That's Machine Gun Preacher. Okay. They really did give us all the information. Now, obviously, Dwayne Johnson, Furious, seems good. But is it fake? Is it a red herring? Monsters. Like, why am I thinking of Monster Machine? Mystery Machine Gang, it's Scooby-Doo. Mystery Machine, Scooby-Doo Monsters Incorporated. No, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unlimited. Mystery Machine Gang. Screams? Inc? The heck is the Inc for? Scooby, is that the name of their company? Mysteries Incorporated? Yes. Okay. I'm sorry, I was alive when the movie came out, so I didn't see it, unlike you. I mean, the thing that, I'm not going to rate it down, okay? I respect that we have these puzzles every single day, and I'm grateful for it. All of these exist in Scooby-Doo, okay? The second movie is literally called Monsters Unlimited, or Monsters Unleashed. There's screams in the movie. They go like yoinks. Or what does Velma say? She says like jinkies. And then laughter, it's a comedy. Like these, all four of these apply to Scooby-Doo. If anything, all four of them should have counted. That's all I'm saying. What'd you guys think about that Smash Mouth bit? Is it TikTokable? Was I spitting facts? Needs some work? Yeah, shut up. YouTube won't go for it? Of course not. If for TikTok, I need to cut out 80% of the filler on the bit to make it work. For YouTube, I need to stretch it out into a 9-hour-long video essay. Then 6 hours after it comes out, people will be like, oh my God, I just finished it. It was so good. Have you seen it yet? Movies based on John Grisham novels. He's insane. Nobody's doing it like this anymore. Okay, what we do in the movies about vampires. Twilight's going to be in here, okay? Horror movies. Scream, When a Stranger Calls, The Ring. Ocean's 11. I feel like, I mean, these have a star-studded cast. There's like a Tom Cruise connection. Mystic Pizza is a Matt Damon, Julia Roberts connection. Julia Roberts connection. Oh! But it's not going to be Mystic Pizza. It's going to be like A Time to Kill. No, it's going to be... Just chill for a second, okay? We know this is going to be here. Wait a minute. Because there's vampires. 2 of these have to be hot swapped. I have to believe... No, one of them, this one is just going to be Julia Roberts movies. Is she in Flatliners, bro? Now let's think about this, okay? Julia Roberts, Sinister Phone Calls, John Grisham, Vampires. Sinister Phone Calls. See, I would think that it is a sinister phone call. I was hard stuck on the videotape, though. Swedish movies. Rachel Weisz, Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland is in the Lost Boys and Phone Booth. And I'm going to assume Mystic Pizza. I'm going to assume Flatliners. And he's definitely in A Time to Kill, because I've not seen it. Kiefer Sutherland. Look at that. Or as I called him in high school when we were best friends and we used to smoke weed together, Reefer Smokerland. That's right. We're best friends. We're the same age. So I read a story about Kiefer Sutherland in one of those Reddit threads where people make things up and they're like, what's a time when you met a celebrity and you something. Anyway, it was like, Kiefer Sutherland, I don't care for his acting, but he came into my restaurant all the time and he always left a $1,000 tip, so I like him. You ever realize it must be in some ways kind of exhausting being a celebrity? You literally can never leave a 20% tip. Anytime you dine out, you have to leave at least $500 on the table. Otherwise, people are going to be like, dude ordered $100 worth of food and left a $25 tip. What an asshole. I get that they're rich. I'm just saying. That's why you got to go out like undercover or something like that, man. Or you just got to order DoorDash all the time. I mean, I'm sure sometimes they're like, the service wasn't that good here, but I got to drop them, 2 Benjamin Franklin. Wasn't that like a $10,000 bill or something? I got to drop 2 Benjis on this one just so that nobody makes a post on Reddit that's like, I served him buffalo wings and he only left me a $50 tip on a $12 bill. Nobody's got it as hard as Kiefer Sutherland, bro. More like 2 Benjamins. So true. So true. Yeah, the DoorDash order would read Kiefer S. That's true. Me, when I'm a DoorDash driver in Los Angeles and I get a $780 sushi order for Kiefer S. Oh. Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go! Me downloading the DoorDash app exclusively to use when Drake is in Vancouver and just chilling with my bike outside of the Cactus Club in English Bay. Oh, man. Too long? They would go crazy on Vancouver talk. You wouldn't understand. American History X to Whiplash. Ed Norton's in this. Who else is in this? Edward Furlong. They're gonna fucking kill him! Ethan Suplee, of course. Beverly D'Angelo from the Vacation films. Fairuza Balk. Elliot Gould. You're killing your mother. Giuseppe Andrews. Christopher Masterson from Malcolm in the Middle. I'm just scrolling now. Okay. Now, I don't like to just click in this game anymore. I like to get my own setup, okay? So we got J.K. Simmons, Lily Collins, I think, Miles Teller. It's easy. And wait, hang on. Who's the dude's dad from Whiplash? Paul Reiser, of course. Paul Reiser. I know where I'm going. You just have to give me a second to get there. I know where I'm going. You just got to give me a second. I want to get there without using the clicks. So I'm thinking we go Paul Reiser, One Night at McCool's. That opens up Liv Tyler. It opens up Matt Dillon. It opens up John Goodman. Now we got connections. I just got to figure out how to get to them. We're probably not going to be using Edward Furlong, although I'm sure a connection could be made. Ethan Suplee. Ethan Suplee, The Butterfly Effect. Amy Smart, Crank 2 High Voltage, Bai Ling, Wild Wild West, Salma Hayek, Dogma, Ben Affleck, no, Matt Damon, Ethan Suplee, Butterfly Effect, Amy Smart, Crank 2 High Voltage, Bai Ling, Wild Wild West, Salma Hayek, Dogma. And we're trying to get to... No! Ed Norton, The Score. Robert De Niro, The Silver Linings Playbook. Bradley Cooper, The Hangover. Guys, I'm lost. I swear to you, I had it. I had it all in my head, bro. Ed Norton, The Score. Robert, where am I trying to go? Whiplash. Paul Reiser. One Night at McCool's. Liv Tyler. I know where I'm going. Okay. Ethan Suplee. The Butterfly Effect. Just remember this in your head. I lost it again. Remember Ad Astra. Chat, if I ever ask you for help, just type Ad Astra. Don't type anything else. Amy Smart. Crank High Voltage. Bai Ling. Wild Wild West. Salma Hayek. Dogma. Matt Damon. Ocean's 11. Brad Pitt. Ad Astra. Liv Tyler. One Night at McCool's. Paul Reiser. Whiplash. Now, we're not setting any world records, but that has to be one of the most unique possible connections. Look at the films we connected through. Look at the actors and actresses we connected through. Ethan Suplee, The Butterfly Effect, Amy Smart, Crank 2 High Voltage, Bai Ling, Wild Wild West, Paul Reiser. I'm telling you, if this was Movie Grid, ain't no motherfuckers connecting through Paul Reiser. This is like a 0.25% Paul Reiser connection. Everybody's probably connecting through fucking J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons was in the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt, who's in the Super Mario Brothers movie with everybody. Congrats. What's the two-step answer? Okay, let's be honest. Nobody was getting this. Now that I think about it, though, Ed Norton is literally in Rounders with Matt Damon, so we could cut out about 8 steps. But it's about the journey, not the destination. You ever realize you don't know how to have fun? I'm the only person on earth who knows how to have fun. You let the rules of the game determine how to have fun. I let the response of my brain determine how to have fun. In Movie Grid, if you think for 20 minutes and you come up with a 0.2% answer, everyone pogs up. In Movie to Movie, if you think for 20 minutes and you come up with a 0.2% answer, people are like, wow, so slow. What's it like to have your opinion so swayed by the structures in which you exist? I, on the other hand, fell out of a coconut tree and exist independent of the context of what came before me. Skill difference. Just for that, you're getting Movie Grid. Zoom me out one. Hey, did you see the clip of Joseph Gordon-Levitt from the movie Havoc? Look it up. Librarian, can you find that? I believe the body of the tweet was something like, Anne, please explain this, in reference to Anne Hathaway. Matt Damon begins with the. Okay, easy. 3 or more word title. Pay very close attention to the dates. We start with The Adjustment Bureau. The Martian is going to be number 1. 3 or more word title. Oh, The Informant might have been. I think The Adjustment Bureau is going to be less used than The Informant. I could be wrong. 3 or more word title. There's a lot here. Talented Mr. Ripley. That's going to be pretty common. 2000 to 2024. I got to go with The Legend of Bagger Vance on that one. That's also would apply for this middle one, but I think it's going to be... Okay. I'm just going to simmer on that other Matt Damon one for the time being, okay? I think we can find a good one there. I think we can find a mighty good one. Margaret Qualley. This is a problem for me because I literally know one movie she's ever been in and 2 games. Joseph Gordon-Levitt begins with the. Brick is going to overperform here, so we don't want to play Brick here. You want to play Premium Rush here. And then begins with the. I got to think about that for a second. But 3 or more word title. Me personally, I got to go with Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. You got to know, he's always in the Rian Johnson movies. He's in every single Rian Johnson movie, even if he plays like a robot garbage can that goes like... Bloop, 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 bloop. Three or more word title. Me personally, you know what? I'm going to put it in the right spot. I think most people read left to right and would put Once Upon a Time in Hollywood right here. Let's collect some points using gamesmanship. Because I don't know. I don't know anything else she's been in. Is there any chance she was in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? This is a tough one. Matt Damon is an easy one. I'm just thinking like the talented Mr. Ripley. I'm like Thor Ragnarok. It's not quite there. You know what? Let's just go with the talented Mr. Ripley. Ripley, the talented Mr. Ripley. He is talented, folks. He is. Mr. Ripley, one of the most talented among us. I've lost it. Anyone else in the Richmond Costco last night see an older gentleman who looked exactly like ex-President Donald J. Trump? It's a bit of an insular bit. This is literally a bit that might be for nobody. But I saw a guy that he literally had the exact same hair and he was wearing a suit. But he was just shopping. He wasn't going around going like, or anything like that. He's just like us. He was comparison shopping. He decided he wanted mandarin oranges instead of navel oranges after examining the quality of the produce. He's just like us, man. He is. That's what they always say about that guy. They're always like, what a normal guy who's just like the average American. He was seeing Bidenflation firsthand. So true. So true. Although Costco do be cheap. He should really go to like an urban fair or something like that. Why is Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing that accent? You found the clip? It is crazy. I mean, the clip is one thing, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt's performance in that clip is like, I'm sure the director was telling him to do it, but still. Okay, so here's the deal. I literally can't get these. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Brick, Mysterious Skin, Knives Out, Looper, Glass Onion, Inception. Like the dude only does one-word titles. I think I'm done. I think today's was really hard. Top 60%. So we got all of these. Margaret Qualley's in The Nice Guys. Oh, and the Dark Knight Rises, of course. The Dark Knight Rises. Still did pretty well though. Margaret Qualley, that's tough, man. I didn't know she's in Poor Things. That's on the watch list. Still, I mean, times 60% is pretty good because, you know, only nerds play this. How can you forget Robin? Because The Dark Knight Rises is the worst of the Batman movies, though I hate to say it. Chris Nolan was not cooking with that one. There's some cool stuff that happens in it. I think Tom Hardy put his nuts on the table, and I don't think they got chopped off. I mean, the scene where Marion Cotillard dies is just... I mean, that's like something went wrong on the editing table, right? Like they put the wrong clip into the movie or something like that. She's literally just like... It's like chat when we play Puck Doku. Speaking of which... Easy. Sidney Crosby's teammate who played for the Las Vegas Golden Knights? Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel's teammate who played for the Penguins? I mean, you got to do it. You got to go Sidney Crosby on that one because it's just funny. What the fuck is the Ontario Hockey League? Little bro doesn't know about Chris Gratton? Okay. Sidney Crosby's teammate on the Penguins. That's a tough one. Everybody who's played for the Penguins over the course of the average chatter's lifespan. I'm not trying to go for like a deep pull here, but let's take like Evan Rodriguez. And then Stanley Cup winner. Again, pretty easy. Just trying to think, me personally, I'll throw out a Jordan Staal on this one. Maybe people forgot. Plus, it looks like he could crush my head with like a large farming apparatus. Okay. Phil Kessel teammate from the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Let's go Riley Smith on that bad boy. A Las Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup winner. Must have their name engraved on the cup. Okay, I'll keep it simple. Shut the fuck, little dick. Jonathan Marchessault. Sidney Crosby, a teammate of Sidney Crosby who was in the OHL, a teammate of Phil Kessel who is in the OHL, an OHL player who's a Stanley Cup winner. This is both easier and harder than you would possibly expect, okay? Let me think about this. So it doesn't have to, literally a Canadian player who played in the OHL. But the problem is, or not a Penguins player who played in the OHL. Problem is, many Canadian players play in the WHL or the QMHJL. QJMH, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Quebec Major Junior Hockey League versus the Ontario versus the Western Hockey League. So, it's a tougher question than you might think. I'm just going to try Chris Letang. I'm going to say he played for the Erie Otters. Phil Kessel, teammate who played in the OHL. That's easy. Jason Spezza played for the Brampton Battalion. Okay, an OHL Stanley Cup winner. That's a gimme. Scott Niedermayer. Scott. Let me scroll for a second here. There he is. He also did not put... Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Few stats. Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane played in the OHL. Bro's American. Isn't that like fraud or something? Someone threw an octopus on the ice at an Ottawa Senators game. Care to explain? You don't understand. They didn't throw the ice or the octopus on the ice at a Ottawa Senators game. They threw it on the ice at a Detroit Red Wings game. That's a Detroit Red Wings tradition. Why? I don't remember. But it happened in like their Stanley Cup runs in the 90s. They just started throwing the octopus on the ice. It's a dumb tradition. Actually, it's fucking sick, to be honest. Because it makes no sense. I mean, how'd you get the octopus in there? Why is it on the ice? Everybody looking at it is like, what's that octopus doing on the ice? That's not where it lives. Then Florida threw rats. That's true. Florida did also throw rats. And Toronto, for a while, they threw waffles, and then they threw jerseys. And now they're just throwing their money away going to see the games. I'm just kidding. They seem to, Austin Matthews kind of ripping it up this year. It's just all good-natured fun here. Okay, now let's get back to the game those people actually enjoy. I know this game. This is Volume. This is, it's a stealth, it's like invisible ink. It's not invisible ink? No Metacritic for original release platform, 74% on the Dreamcast. Okay? Parasite Eve. Original platform, PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid 1. It's a shooter. It's Oni. Regina. Hi, Tomo. Skip me. Developed by Capcom? It's Dino Crisis! Yes! Can I tell you an insane gaming fact about me? I have only played one Dino Crisis game in my entire life, and it's Dino Crisis 3. I rented it for the original Xbox. I remember playing it for like an hour and being like, what the fuck is this garbage? But apparently, like, Dino Crisis 2 is actually an incredible game. Yeah, that's the one where the dinosaurs are they're on a spaceship in outer space. Yo, the bento box place you recommended slaps, dude? Yes! Wakabukuro! Wabukuro! They do be frying the karage right there. And then sometimes when you order, they give you like a free dessert. They'll give you like, listen, I'm not trying to put them on the spot. They say everybody's going to get a free dessert when they go there. But every once in a while with the order, they include like some rusks, some caramel rusks. Rusks. I think it's basically just like fried caramel. It's pretty good though. Tomo, you gotta chill out a little bit, buddy. It's getting a little insane. The Order 1886. What happened to Edith Finch? Plague Tale Requiem. Skip me. 2 lives remaining. 1 second, please. Hi, Tomo. This is definitely Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Master of Shadows. I have no idea. Made of Skur? What is this? Is like when I ask my Icelandic server, what's in this breakfast? What the hell is Made of Skier? This is a captcha. What is Haley Steinfeld doing here? What is this, a zombie? Is this Sherlock Holmes? What's going on? Made of Steer. You got to play it? I don't think that's going to happen. The ads do be adding. Ship across the border with confidence via Old Dominion Freight Line. That the CMO of this company is going to freak the fuck out when they check their data and see that they advertised on a website called Gamedle. I thought this shit was going to run on like golfdigest.com. What are we doing? This is Final Fantasy 15. It's fucking Dynasty Warriors 8. Skip me. Skip me. Skip me. Heroes of Newerth. God is my witness, I have no idea. Albion Online. Just don't know that one, to be honest with you. Most generic art I've ever seen? I wasn't going to say it. For all I know, Albion Online might be the greatest game ever made. It's not? You don't know that. Albion Online. Okay? It's a multiplayer MMO. That's like huge tech. It's Second Life. Oh, they put out a hit on it. It's EverQuest. Okay. It's a role-playing adventure game in the third person. That's not RuneScape then. It's Final Fantasy 11. It's Final Fantasy 14 online. No? Okay, that's fine. It's somewhere between 2000 and 2013. I mean, we would be stupid to not guess World of Warcraft, right? It's earlier than 2004? This shit on the damn BBS or something. City of Heroes. Doesn't exist. Star Wars Galaxies. Doesn't exist. Ultima Online. Oh, hello. Okay, it is Windows only. That's isometric, bro. It's from 1997. It's a third. Well, give me a clue. I don't like. It's in the Unreal Engine. That's probably the least valuable clue of all time. It's Mario and Rabbids. It's Mario and Rabbids. It's Mario Super Rush. It is Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies. It's Fires of Liberation. I did a sponsored stream for this game. But when I played it, it was on the phone in 2016, okay? There's no shot I'm getting that, to be honest with you. Oh, man. Lineage 2 predated WoW? Yep. It's true. Lineage 2 was great. Moving on. Lineage 2 still going hard. I'm glad, honestly, we gave it a little push when it first came out. I'm glad to hear that momentum is still imparted. Two words from 1999, and it's a well-liked film, a romance comedy from 1999, Almost Famous. This is the most wonderfully witty and charming, sophisticated romantic comedy to come from Great Britain, Notting Hill. Egg owns you, bro. Easiest guess of my life. You might say, how do you know that? Nobody talks about Notting Hill in 2024, but everyone was talking about Notting Hill in 1999. It was a breakout hit, and I just happened to be alive at the time, which gives me a huge advantage. We will be going to spell check, then food guesser. First, I got to select all images with stairs. Nope, that's just a guy. That's a starer. Weren't you like 5? My answer was like 12, bro. So it was like 11, but...
Sweltering, an adjective meaning oppressively hot.
Yo,
Sweltering, an adjective
she
meaning
off the damn
oppressively
Benjamin
hot.
today, bro. She's yapping.
Pinkerton, a biographical name meaning restive. A adjective meaning stubbornly resisting control.
There's no other option.
Abruptly, a adverb meaning in an...
Is it just me or did they crank up the difficulty on the easy words here?
Turtle. A noun meaning...
Never mind. Okay. Okay, you got me. I'm a little scared of the mid-words now.
A portion. A verb meaning to divide and share.
No! I mean, if Pinkerton was in the easies, then I can only assume that maladroit must be the next mid.
Rialto. A noun meaning exchange, marketplace. Rialto is an Italian term stemming from Rivoaltus.
Never mind, it's not that hard.
Coralline, a noun meaning a coralline red algae. Racketeer, a noun meaning one who obtains money by an illegal enterprise usually involving...
We're so back.
sustenance. A noun meaning
I use this word every day. My lady, would you like to procure some sustenance? Discord kitten, can you procure some dash of the door? I'm gaming right now.
mascarpone. A noun meaning an Italian cream cheese.
Easy, bro.
Palladium. A noun meaning a
The power of the sun in the palm of your hand.
precariously. A adverb meaning in a Seminole. A noun meaning
Florida State University.
piccata. A noun meaning thin slices of meat, such as veal, that are
Eating at an Italian restaurant last night has never paid more dividends. Mascarpone, piccata. Only thing I needed was if they could give me tiramisu, bruschetta. You got it wrong 3 days ago? You, as Alanis Morissette said, brother, you live, you learn. He said bruschetta? That's how you say it, bro. The waiter didn't even correct me last night. I could see him. I was like, I'll have the, and he was like, let me guess. Actually, it's pronounced, wait a minute. What did you say? Yeah. I'll bring it right out. Things that definitely happened. I said, I'll take some spaghetti noodles with a little butter on top of them, please. And don't forget the dinosaur nuggets. Food guesser. You only get one shot at the daily, okay? This is risotto from the country of Italy. This is arborio rice. Risotto! Made with arborio rice. That should be bonus points. So this is, listen, these are Japanese pickles. I'm not comfortable calling this ramen because I don't think, I mean, these could be ramen noodles. But it's missing a little bit. Either way, I think we got to go with Japan because those are Japanese pickles. But I'm not comfortable saying this is ramen. It's some kind of noodle soup. Okinawa soba. There you go. That's not udon, bro. The udon noodles are like as thick as the rope you climb in gym class. We go next. This is jun. This is Korean jun. What? That's jun, bro. This is an outrage. 3,000 kilometers south, Indonesia. The Philippines. Tortang kalabasa. Filipino dish made of sautéed squash mixed with beaten eggs and fried. Originates from the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines. So this shit's kind of pissing me off. It's not jun because jun is made with flour, but every culture has a pancake of some sort. I'm a little pissed off because this looks just like a jun for me, okay? Final score, 14,000. Average scores are hidden for the time being while being fixed. Okay, I understand. They hate to see me succeed. Anyway, we'll slash marker that for now. Slash marker. That was the dulls. We'll come back and play some Balatro, but first I'm going to go to the bathroom.